stay loose here in my swing. Um, so make sure that throat chakra is all clear. Confirmation, y'all. I usually wouldn't just straight jump into it like this, but I'm getting a lot of heavy downloads. So I do just want to say I titled this emergency channeled message because that's the way this, I guess you would say, channel story is coming into my energy. Like, it is imperative um that somebody either in the collective, divine feminine, divine feminine, divine masculine, rising, chosen, what have you, light workers, even whatever, hear this message, as well as confirmation 14 in this on the notification. I was about to say 14 in the tarot. I do believe the 14 is the tower because the 13th is death. So I mean, I would hope that's not happening. But again, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Um, y'all, I love y'all to death. We about to just jump into it. It's Isis So De Luz here on YouTube Live. I wanted to jump into the message with just quick admin and stuff. In the description, it has the link to join my memberships. I now have $2.99, $9.99, and $14.99, offering different levels of, I would say, spiritual in-depthness. We're definitely going to do a deeper dive on all that, just not right now. Even maybe later today, but I have to get this message out. So confirmation, guys, like, yeah, I guess the message. So, and honestly, to be honest with y'all, I've been avoiding this channel message for days. Um, Not because of any like set reason, just because, you know, people have a misconception that for some reason, if something is like a message is toxic or feels toxic to certain people or feels like it's putting down people, even if it's like karmics, whatever, they may have a tendency, and this can happen to someone who's not a karmic, and you come across a reading that may be confirmation, right, that hits you somewhere hard, and it's like you might, so somebody out here, you might need to hear this message, but don't want to hear this message, and that's okay. If it's too triggering for you, I would advise clicking off. I was just channeled to say it doesn't change the message, nor does it change the possibilities of the outcomes. But if it's too triggering for you to hear and deal with, right? If this message resonates with you, then click off. Right? This could be triggering confirmation for even somebody who maybe this is not your specific involvement, but you're attached or you used to be attached to this person or particular group of people, and it's more like a 3 to 4 ring situation. I was about to say circus, but I was guided to correct and say situation because this isn't going to be one of those messages like I get on here and usually do, y'all. Now, when I say, like, we still want to keep it 100, hopefully, if we can laugh through some of this, we will. But, I do just want to say this doesn't feel like a warning. This feels like a warning for anybody in the collective that may be going back and forth with 1 to 2 of these parties who I'm talking about, if you're still in connection with them, especially physically. But I really don't feel like this applies to the divine that are now on a different timeline, and you've kind of let go of things that aren't serving you. You're treating your confirmation with the horns. You're not, this isn't your warning. But if you hear this message in a confirmation, 18 on the tarot, somebody could be born in 81, somebody could have an 18-year-old son going through this, because it feels like somebody that's very close to the collective, right? So it feels like a masculine energy, and for some of you, this could be a feminine energy. But this more so feels like, and I've been getting the same version, like, of this download, like the overall message of the download, for probably like 6 days. But the past 3 days, I just haven't been able to like ignore it. I was trying to let the holiday go past a little bit, honestly. Like, I didn't want to send out this, and this message is not for anybody to get spooked out or fearful or whatever. Because one, before we get into health and stuff, I'm not a doctor. Confirmation. I can't give medical advice. I can only deliver what I'm channeling. If you don't think this applies to you, great. Not every message will. If you think this message does apply to you, go get checked. And don't be yelling at a fucking screen. I was told to say, like, instead of yelling at a screen or trying to debate what you're hearing, clinics are open Mondays to whatever day. You get tested. Okay. And this is a really important message. So I do just want to pray that it gets to everybody for their highest good, because that's how serious I am about this message. Karmic or not, I pray that it gets to you for your highest good, because some people this message might save your life, quite literally. So and this, yeah, somebody want me talking, and distractions have been thrown at me, like, not like shit bad distractions, just like every time I start to do this, I'm distracted with something else that I start to go down a rabbit hole and do other things and be like, da da da, and then this heavy energy wave comes over me again, like, sit down, just sit the fuck down and do this. I'm like, all right. So ain't nothing stopping this message, ain't nothing stopping this show, just to let you know. So I'm not even gonna label, like, for the sake of the channel message, I am gonna say karmic and divine or whatever, right? But I don't mean that as confirmation insult at this point. 20 on the notification on my phone, 10 endings. Not all endings are bad. Some can feel bad, but in this particular situation I'm channeling, and you guys please be careful with what you're intaking as far as letting something resonate. Resonate means it hits you in the gut. You could think of events or know instinctually with your minds as well, using discernment, that this message or parts of this message are for you. Because again, 5 minutes of this message may be for you, and the rest of it is for other people or someone else. Okay, it's a general collective reading. All right, so this might be in the collectives. This may be a divine feminine that's a mother to a son, an adult son. So this would be a woman, I would care to say. Maybe if you had a son young, you're at least 40 and up, like mid 40s and up. Your child, I would care to say, is between the ages of 18 and 28. This could also be a not divine mother that's going through something of a nature with an adult child, son, because of she's starting to realize that the karmic upbringing that was given to this individual, I'm hearing inherently and purposefully at times. The parent is like, I'm having trouble finding my words because I think they're in shock and all. Like, not in a bad way. Like I mean, not in a good way. Like, in a bad way. Like, oh my God, what exactly did I participate in doing to this? Like, this is my child. Look at this person. That's the feeling I'm getting off this karmic mother. Confirmation. 22. So love, family, pairings, numbers. So again, I feel like there is a specific dynamic of a male or of a female male. And I keep doing like this to this because I feel like as the female in this situation, either you're a divine feminine and this was someone this person could have, even if it's not your child, right? It could be your little brother. It could be a nephew that you're very close to. And for some of you, it's an ex. Like, there was definitely love in this relationship. And confirmation, it was familial at one point. And, if you're dating someone long enough, or you know them well enough, or, the connection is strong enough, whatever, right? Or you guys are twin flames, or you have children together, confirmation. All those things can kind of intertwine to make one, feel like family. Or, adapt that essence of your family, right? Because family is something we title, right? We would love to all think that because we're born into certain people, they're our family and they're going to treat us right. But that's not what the fuck is real. That's not what happens. Probably 8 out of 10 times that's not what happens. It's not, there's levels to this shit, like I always say, but let's not get off track here. So, again, collective message, so take it as it resonates. There is a woman of some type of divinity, or maybe one, even because of this situation, trying to find some divinity, that you were a part of a masculine's life, or you gave this masculine life, or you helped in some way, regardless of what role you played in this person's life, romantically or familial, divine feminine, and maybe for a slight few of you, it could be divine masculine as well. But it's like you played a role of like caretaker, or like it wasn't out of like no pity shit, or like you took care of this person because they were like disabled. And I'm starting to feel like they kind of, whoever this man is, he feels disabled. Numerous ways, confirmation, but I don't think he was disabled or anything like that. Like he was a able, regular, healthy body guy, whatever, at some point, right? And then from what I'm channeling, right, overall, at some point, divine feminine, whatever role you played in this man's life, because it's going to be different amongst the collective. I want to stress that. So don't make this fit with your ex-man just because whatever and y'all didn't work out, and you know, even a divine feminine rising, because sometimes I'm told to say this, don't make this confirmation, don't make this shit fit because you mad at your ex because he chose another bitch. Because it ain't about to be one of these situations that you need to even want to claim this type message for that. Because you shouldn't want, and let me just preface all this with this. Divine feminine, divine masculine. And I say this as well as a reflection of myself and things that I know I had to nurture, and things that even when things get hard, I still have to stand in that. Just because somebody, regardless of the dynamic of the relationship, hurts you, it is your job then to walk away, go get healing, however that is in a healthy fashion. Love yourself enough to learn a lesson from that situation, be accountable, and go forward and use that situation as a teachable moment, so next time you see it coming, you won't make the same mistake. And while that could hurt, and it hurts, maybe whatever that ex or your brother, your father, whoever might have did to you, that betrayed you or shaded you or whatever that circumstance may be, I say some crazy shit about people that have done crazy things and said crazy things about me. Confirmation. When I say I've said crazy things, I mean like it's real shit. I'm talking the real facts of it all, but it still can come off abrasive, you know. Um, I don't care how karmic you are. I don't care how much you know you're karmic. You don't want to hear that shit though. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it comes off abrasive. But the thing about it is, I've always thought because I told the truth, it was okay how I delivered it, right? And I also thought because I was telling the truth, it was okay if I just was like beating you over the head with it. That was karmic. That's kind of toxic. That's not something that you do. Confirmation. You can know the truth by way of intuitive, by way of evidence, by way of whatever, and provide somebody valuable truth, honest, loving feedback. And they take it as hate, they take it as shame, they take it as diminishment to whatever they're doing or who they're partnering with or whatever. And then they're like, oh, you're the hater, you're jealous. Once that starts to happen, don't plead your case with that person. Don't even argue with that person. Just be like, you know what? I tried to give you what I felt was my best version of love, which was telling you the truth. Sorry you weren't equipped to hear it, and that's okay. Like, we don't ever have to talk about it again, and I'll go this way with it, and you go this way with it. Because me, myself, personally, I'm not saying for y'all it has to be that extreme, but for me, I can't deal with people who dwell in bullshit. Like, and when I say bullshit, I just mean you lie to yourself, and you love lying to yourself. Confirmation. And it might be because you're accustomed to it, you were bred to do it, you were born to do it. You know, I don't know what type of person sits around accepting constant illusion and wanting to be lied to. But I've never been that human. The most mad I've ever gotten at anybody, no matter how filthy they did me, I was always mad for the same reason, because I'm a very general principle type of bitch. Which is, why you just didn't tell me the truth? I'm a get over it type of bitch. I've always been that way. I've had to get over some very hard truths as early as the age far back as I can remember. Confirmation. So if another adult thinking they about to hurt my feelings because they telling me the truth, so they gonna lie or whatever, it's like, yo, bro, one, you're fugazi, you're a clown, and you could have just been honest. You know what I mean? Like, that's a very big pet peeve for me. And I feel like how that this ties into the general collective and why I just gave this warning is because somebody that this message may be about that's close to you or used to be very close to you, divine collective, they may be going through something real bad, like profoundly bad, like real bad. And you may be like, well, all they did to me, this is karma. And you're right. I'm not saying that that's not factually true. That's factually true where I stand for how I resonate with shit. I mean, it's fucked up. You had to take it there to have to learn this type of lesson. My sweeter self feels so bad for you in that. Cause why did you even have to drag? If I ever loved you, I'll always love you because that's how I was raised. Drake line. Now it's like I ain't never gonna talk to you again, but I'm gonna love you from over here because that's where it's safe for me to do it. And even still, as a seer, to know certain things I know and see certain things I see, even situations that aren't involving me at all, is very sad because it's like it didn't have to get this far. Why did you take it there like that? And fuck yourself like that. Like you fucked yourself. And the sad part is a lot of these people that I'm about to talk about this situation are just or about to arise to the fact that they basically took a strap on with no lube and themselves in the ass. To put it not gently. Like that they were like, oh, I want to destroy my life. Let's do it. Confirmation. And they just did it. They was like, my life, why I need it. Let's destroy. And now it's really messy. And it's sad. It's very sad. This could be future energy for some people. This could be present, and or this could be past energy. Now, if this is past energy, I'm guided to say, I do apologize if you ended up in an endeavor, confirmation 33 on the time of damn, that caused you a terminal health risk because you were short-sighted, vengeful, vindictive, and stupid. I actually am very sorry for that. You ain't need to be stupid like that. Maybe somebody told you. Maybe somebody else told you. Maybe a couple people told you. But if God said enough people told you that he didn't even feel bad, even though you are his child. You still his child. But it's like, he gotta raise all of us. And if you doing something to upset the ecosystem of us that badly, God will take your little ripple pebble and put it over there with the other motherfucking troubled pebbles. And y'all can make all the ripples you want. It's just not going to affect this river. And that's what some of y'all don't seem to realize. Like, some of you have not grasped that everything you do, it's a science terminology, right? Equilibrium or no, not equilibrium. That's like the balance. But you need balance. Channel message too. No, I'm just gonna drive me crazy. I forgot. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Science. People of intellect know what I'm talking about. But it's just like it's egregious to think that I don't know. I'm starting to think some of y'all weren't thinking at all, which really makes me sad for your brains and your childhood. Because it was like, were you just so disciplined? Were you just ugly so badly? Confirmation, some of you were. That it disarmed your general sense of discernment. Because your mom maybe didn't want you to discern her bullshit. So then when you came across a whiff of a trifling bitch that has, because this story sadly is about a woman walking down a fake yellow brick road. She seemed joyous. The only thing this woman was joyous to do was spread a package of HIV, AIDS. And this woman was connected to this karmic masculine, who I don't know if he's trying. Some of these men are trying to go through an ascension. Some of them are not. Some of them are just in the nine of swords going the fuck crazy. But there was a man, by way of either your son, your brother, your nephew, your ex, your baby dad, your ex-husband, maybe your current husband or confirmation, your twin flame, your soulmate, whoever. But you detach from this person energetically and most of y'all physically as well. When I say physically, I don't just mean not sleeping with them. I mean they're not in the same space as y'all. Y'all have not seen this person. So this masculine was connected to a vindictive, trifling, dirty, scumbucket, filth, whore, gutter, butt, sewage, sewer maiden. Okay? I guess he didn't smell the corner. Confirmation. I heard he's used to it. Same scent his mama carries. Mammy. Same scent she carries. So maybe somebody calls somebody mama. Big mama. I don't know. Because I say mammy when I'm talking about a piece of shit mother. So, mama. Somebody big mama. Maybe somebody big mama is an affectionate nickname. You called your old lady, she gave you the virus. So listen, y'all. Karmic masculines, I'm gonna get straight to the chase. Don't feel like standing in this energy. Y'all need to go get checked for HIV and AIDS expeditiously. Those of you who resonate with right now, you're still connected, have a nasty, sick cord attached to a karmic sewer man. She's a hellified junkie. She's a whore. This woman knowingly has tested positive for HIV and for AIDS. You, even if having a marital connection, kids with this woman may not have seen her recently. I suggest you demand to see her, whether it's FaceTime, internet. Just because people don't post don't mean other sources and outlets haven't posted their pictures. I'm just saying. So this woman manipulated her way up and through in and out of, somebody might be 39, confirmation. Masculine, or born in 93. For a long time. She was in and out of this man's life for a very long time. She was a sescapade whore. This man was raised to confuse or never know what love truly was, and he thought a magnetic. Sad if you're drawn to sewage. That means he was raised in it. For those of you karmic niggas who didn't know, your mama was trash. That's why you like trash now. Maybe somebody's turning 40. 39 and 40 are major. 444 are big deals. This person was probably definitely a twin flame for some of y'all, divine feminine. He discarded you guys like trash. This could have been a while back. Betrayed you numerous times, whether it was just cheating, whether it's plotting to harm, whether it was whatever with this Bonnie and Clyde bitch. This woman now has AIDS and HIV. I don't know if he gave it to her. I don't know how she got it. But what I do know is she was a reckless sewer bitch. And God said he done with her. Her life cannot be saved. If you are attached to that karmic bitch, her life cannot be saved. She will die. The ecosystem needs her to die. God said, so shall it be. But for those of you connected to a karmic masculine that still gives it, if he lives any longer, by way of your ex-husband, your child, or children's father, your son, your nephew, your brother. If you want to save his life and you come across this video and it resonates with you at all, there is a collective of karmic masculines who still have time if they never touch her again to test negative. And they will end up knowing between 3 weeks and 6 months that she is either dead or dying from AIDS. There is a collective of karmic masculines who played this timeline out last year. He's walking around knowingly having it, spreading it too. And that nigga will die as well. Anybody that resonates with that. And there is, maybe somebody's 42 or 24. 24 may be prevalent. So, last channeled group maybe of karmic masculines who have reached the point of ascension and maybe don't know this woman has tested positive, but they know something ain't been right with this woman's demonic ass spirit for a while. So they're trying to save face, but behind closed doors, they've gotten completely energetically away from this woman. Did one thing right. Stay away from confirmation. She will kill you. And if she can't give you the virus so you die with her, she will. This bitch is crazy. The only way she used to be able to keep a man was her mouth. Those are both diseased, and she's ugly, so nobody will have it. She wants you stuck with her, karmic masculine. Roll the dice as you please. But God said, you gotta tell these. I said, why? Just let them do it. If they wanted to do all this anyway. But God said, there's still a few possible good men that might be worth saving. So for your future health, watching your children grow up, some of you will live undetectable lives if you get away from this. Still have maybe a new start, a good career. You could live with the virus. Charlie Sheen winning it. I wouldn't want to do that, but I mean, if you gotta have it, I guess you'd want to be winning. Confirmation. Some of y'all gonna be Charlie Sheen in it. But if you continue to dip into that sewer pool, within 2 to 6 months of her death, you will die too. There goes that. So, if this is your son, send them the message. This is your ex, your child's father, your ex-twin flame that fell from grace to join the sewer man. If you care enough, energetically hope that this video travels to their feed. Hit like, share, subscribe. So it can travel. We want to save the few good men in that karmic bunch that were previously chosen. God said you get one more chance. He didn't think he was going to give you one either. But some of y'all been out there crying to God, just begging. He's sick of he ain't sick of it. He said, this is what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to do it a while ago. Since you on your knees, because there is 1 to 2 to maybe 5 masculines right now who may or may not hear this message, but they on knees. And they said, thank God for not getting on bended knees. So some of y'all called off a wedding to the sewer bus. Some of y'all didn't marry her. I don't know. But this woman will be the death of you, to put it quite simply. God gave you life through your children, if you have them, and whatever divine feminines, teachers, mothers, aunts, lovers that were put in your path. That was healing, that was saving. So if you get another shot to live a productive life, the small few of you, go get tested today, right now. If you ain't been paying your child support, you might have money to get tested. I said, yeah. He said it's the last time he may let you use money that's not going to go towards your kids. So if he allows this test to come back negative, he expects all of the paper to go where it's supposed to go, and never to the sewer pussy again. You understand? The sewer pussy gonna die anyway. Would you beat a dead horse and put more money into it, or would you just put it down? The bitch is a dead horse. I don't care if she's still walking around in her meat suit. Even she's well aware she's dying. And for karmic masculines to think, oh, somebody's just trying to scare you away from your girl. She put blood in your food that contained that shit. How good do you feel about that bitch now? So why you feel attached? Take a picture of her, right? Wait like 2-3 days. Don't look at it after you take it. I want you to take 3 spiritual baths, like 3 white candles, 3 black ones. Say a prayer. You might need to read all the Psalms. Okay, out this motherfucker, but definitely 91. Rebuke her spirit. Pray to God to cut any energetic cord she still got linked to you. I don't give a fuck if the bitch is married to you or has children. You tell God that you rebuke the spirit of fucking filth. You rebuke unclean holes. He'll take that bitch right up out your energy. But you need to volunteer her to the sacrifice of the Lord. Tell God you don't want her no more and you want to pay your bills, live righteously, and take care of your children the way God intended you to do. And the test may come back negative. But, oh yeah, about the picture. Oh yeah, you might want to light them candles too before you take the test. That's it. For only the chosen. Chosen. We're not talking about false karmic twin flames that wanted to act chosen. No, bitch, boys. We talking about the real. The ones that had the markings. The ones that know at this moment, seeing this video or during this timeline, they fell from grace. You've already realized it. You going through the dark night of the soul right now. You were on bended knee. Said, God, if you deliver me from this, I promise I'll change. And God said, show me. Show me. You changed. You'll change. Change starts now. You want that HIV to change? You want to go to undetectable or you want the test to be negative? Change immediately. Change. A change gonna come today. God said either way a change gonna come. By way of you leaving the ecosystem, that filthy bitch, we already talked about it. She don't exist no more. So let's just not talk about it no more. The bitch already dead. She's dying. If you got kids by her, you might want to make preparations for the one or ones that is yours. Some of them ain't yours either. And y'all might find out at the bitch funeral who the other baby is. Boom. So, amazing. Too good. Too good. Too good. Don't need these cards, man. Tell y'all. Too good. So, past, present, or future energy. Don't forget what I said. 3 spiritual baths. Get that pink salt. Y'all niggas need that black salt for real. But pink salt will do. They got it at the dollar store. Now, karmic masculines, don't never say your girl TT. Don't never say Isis sold they loose. Spiritual Moses. Don't just say that I ain't never helped you. Alright? God didn't even say I had to tell you how to get out of it. God didn't say I had to do that. That was from me to you. You know what I mean? Don't tell people I hate karmic masculines. Okay? Stop trying to help you out, fool. Maybe somebody from the West Coast. Try to help y'all, fool. You wanna get paid. Some of y'all's money is so depleted because of this retard bitch. Listen, you wanna get paid again. You wanna make money again. You wanna live again. You wanna have a chance at loving somebody again. You wanna provide. Cut the cords, burn them 3 white candles, burn them 3 black candles. 3 green candles, because she hexed your money too. You need to pray 3 times a day, all the days until them candles burn to the bottom. And if they go out, I promise you, mark my words, just like she's trying to make my voice go out. If them flames go out, that bitch throwing magic at you. Mark my words. So, channel message, and don't ever say I ain't doing it for y'all. God said you did the most with helping today. So take the advice or don't take it. It don't change my shit no either way. Don't stop no shows over here. We in the clear over here. Celebration Divine Collective Chosen. The good health is wealth. Clear STD results is that's the winning team. I don't know what these people thought. I don't think they was thinking too much. I have a quite big idea that some of these niggas sad man. There's one man in particular. Why was I such a fucking idiot? All I had to do is listen to this. She said this shit. You were an idiot then. Don't be an idiot now. Channel message. If it resonates, I suggest you do what I said or don't. Again, don't make me know nothing mine. God said if you choose to die today, may it be a holiday. If you choose to live today, shall it be a holiday. It's all in choices, free will and all. Small group has a little bit more time to make a better choice. God said, prove it, you little rascal. Let's see what you do. Alright, I just saw they lose out. Total channel message, no cards, all off the fucking top. Don't say the bitch ain't the GOAT. And when it come back ringing true, I'm sorry for this. This was a harsh ass message. So my baby mom, ex-wife, left at the altar, bitch. I'm about to die. You might like the bitch a little. Should have liked a better caliber of bitch. You wouldn't be going through any of this. That would have been key to start. But since you didn't start there, she'll end here, and you'll end however you choose it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't lose your choices, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever give your free will up to a karmic or manipulative narcissist who wants to see you in the fucking pearly gate pits of hell. Because that's all they will ever live. They already knew that before they encountered you, karmic masculine. They knew they would never have nothing, be nothing. And they saw that you could be. Confirmation. They said, we gonna run amok. So you down here in the sewage dirt with us. And all the good choices you had, they gonna be gone. So I'm your default pick. That was that bitch whole plan. To be your default twin. Twin, where have you been? That's what she was doing. She didn't even care if you could raise your kids. She didn't care if you ever saw the kids that she really knew were yours. Because she wanted to infect you. So y'all could go to the grave together. That's the type of bitch you chose. God said, prove it. And unchoose her. Amen. Listen, I'll see you guys later. I love y'all. See you later.